everybody, Silly Miss Millie here. I wanted to give you an idea of something to do with those bubble papers that we made as a project. The one before this one, I have an example here of some of my bubble paper. And mine turned out kind of lighter than I was really hoping. Some of you may have done a little bit darker, so that's good. So instead of just kind of scrapping this, I was taking my bubble paper and I went over my bubble paper and just traced the bubbles with colored pencils. I just traced mine with colored pencils just around the bubbles. I kind of put some dark areas in between, and I kind of shaded one side of the bubbles. For those of you, my older students, my 4th or 5th graders that want to shade or use some shading, you can do that. This kind of makes it look like petals of a hydrangea flower. I don't have any hydrangea bushes at my house currently. I did at my older house. I need to plant some. My students at school know that I love flowers. I talk about flowers in my gardens all the time, but one thing I don't have is hydrangeas. So you can shade the parts of the bubble, and this actually makes it look like individual flower petals. So let me show you how I did this. I've got one more leaf to glue on. But I started with just another white piece of paper and some colored pencils, and I made a shape that kind of looks like a Hershey Kiss to me, because the leaves on the hydrangea are also pretty big. So kind of like this, kind of like that shape. And I added a little line in the middle for the veins of it. You can add more and be really creative. Whatever you want is really fine. I colored mine in with several different colors of green. And again, for my older students, if you wanted to shade these and make them look a little more realistic or 3D, you could. I used 3 different colors of green. Oh, also I should mention that for the flower, I used some pink, purple, and blue colors in here when I was tracing the shapes of the bubbles. So I added multiple colors to give it a little more definition, if you are one of those students that likes to take things a little bit to the next level. Okay, so after you color one of these in, I did about three of these per flower. So after you color those in, cut these out, flip your bubble paper over on the back, just a little bit of glue, just a little bit. Actually, I showed you backwards. I put the glue on this side of it, and I'm kind of glad I did that, just so you can see what not to do. You actually need to put glue on the front side of this flower. I messed up, sorry. Front side of this flower, stick it on the back of the bubble paper flower. That way it looks like these leaves are behind. So see, isn't that nice? If you do several of these together, you could kind of make a little wall work of art. I'm gonna stick this in my little art studio downstairs. I think that would look nice on the wall, a little hydrangea flower. So you could do multiple of these, because I made lots of prints of that bubble paper. So you could do lots of these around. So just something, one of the things you can do with that bubble paper that you created. Anyway, if you took your bubble paper to the next step and did this project, send me your pictures. You can send me a video, you can send me a picture, you can be in it, or if your parents don't want your face in it, just hold up your artwork. Fine with me. You can send it to me through Class Dojo. You can message me through your Google Classroom. You can also email me directly at mhefner@caldwellschools.com. So any way you reach out to me and give me your photos, I'll be sure to include them in the slideshows and put them on YouTube. So always be sure to check YouTube to see those slideshows that we're doing of all the great works of art. And thanks for staying connected with us, and I can't wait to see what you make. Bye.